I always like to have it, in the middle. So what I find interesting then is that people seem to want to continue to follow this dream rather than be enlightened. And I don't know whether it's pure ignorance or lack of some kind of awareness, but they seem to feel that the more they fill up this dream life that they have with practices and different things, well, the happier they'll be. And that's fine. But I'm afraid that while you are still asleep and you're following this dream, you are not going to be enlightened. And you see, at the end of the day, I would have imagined that being enlightened was actually the goal. Now, this is what I mean. I don't understand whether it's sheer ignorance on their part, and they don't realise that all of these practices, all of the things they're doing, are part of this dream world and are not actually going to get them to enlightenment. So what I'm saying to people is understand that this is a dream world, this is a dream body, and anything you do in it is of the nature of a dream, and nothing will happen as far as enlightenment is concerned until you actually stop doing that, until you actually wake up. And so I think we seem to miss this idea that you cannot have both. You cannot continue in the dream and be enlightened, at the same time until you wake up from the dream. In other words, until the dream actually stops. Now, by continuing the dream, you are keeping enlightenment away. And so when people tell me they're going to this teacher and that teacher and doing this practice and that practice, I say, good, enjoy it, have a good time. But just remember that you are still in a dream world, and even if you imagined that you got some benefit, even if you imagined that you were enlightened, you would still only be enlightened in the dream world, and then you would have to wake up and discover that in fact, this is the enlightenment, the actual waking up, and not what you imagined in your dream state. So everyone right now is in a dream state. They have a dream body, and they're doing all these practices and going here and going there, and they're not realizing that that's not going to bring about enlightenment. What is going to bring about enlightenment is recognizing that first of all, there is no self. So if there is no self, why is it you are practicing? What is it that is practicing? Well, it's this dream self that's doing the practicing. It's this dream self that's getting the benefits, and nothing at all to do with who you really are, which is pure consciousness. And so the two really do not mix. You cannot continue this dream life and expect to be enlightened, because they're two totally opposite things. So I can't really, emphasize this enough, that there's nothing wrong with following this dream life, so long as you realize it is a dream life, and anything that you do in it is not actually going to get you anywhere except an enjoyable or not dream life. And so enlightenment is bringing all this to an end, stopping, dropping all of this dream state, and recognizing that you are a pure consciousness, and there is no self that can benefit from practices. There is no self here. There's no self that can actually do anything, and so what you are doing, you are actually doing things with a dream self. In the same way that when you are asleep and dreaming, you have a dream body, you have a dream self, and anything that does in a sleeping dream has no reality at all. And when you wake up from a sleeping dream, no matter how wonderful your experiences or your practices may have been, They are meaningless. They are worthless. Nothing happened. You have woken up. And it's all seen to be illusionary. Okay, that's all.